Neighbors in a small town outside of Bowling Green are continuing to feel the impact from their post office being shut down. And it's the elderly residents who are struggling the most. Our Christy Gerlette spent the day in Haskins and brings us their story in a WTOL 11 exclusive.
The people that are affected in town here by the post office closure are mainly the elderly because they live in the old section of town that has never received mail delivery service.
People like 83-year-old Barbara Kilgore. She was born in this house on Mary Street, and no one in her neighborhood even has a mailbox because they live within the quarter-mile marker where delivery service is not required by the United States Postal Service. For decades, Barbara and her family would walk just a few blocks up the road to the local post office to grab their mail. But now, Barbara and her neighbors have to travel all the way to Bowling Green to pick it up, since the Haskins post office closed. Due to Barbara's health, it's her husband who has to make the trip.
It's inconvenient for my husband, whose health isn't great. He's got to drive all the way to Bowling Green 2 or 3 times a week, which uses gas, and we're both retired living on Social Security. So that's extra money going out needlessly where, just going uptown a few hundred feet makes a difference.
The Haskins post office closed back in May after the building lease was not renewed. The closing letter is still taped on the window. And though Bowling Green is only about 8 miles from Haskins, 8 miles can cause issues for some. Julie Snyder goes to BG to pick up her mail and 2 other Haskins residents who are in their 80s and cannot drive.
First of all, that generation in general, they don't like to complain out loud. They don't want to present the town or anything about it in a bad light, and they recognize that it's not the town's fault.
But this is still bothering them.
But it's still bothering them.
This is bothering Nancy Perry, too. She is a member of the town's council and a former Haskins postmaster.
There's people that will drive to the beauty shop that's in town, or something like that, but they won't drive out of town or into Bowling Green or Toledo or stuff like that because it's more than they can handle.
As for Barbara, her husband will continue his weekly drive for now.
You've got a lot of people here that need their mail. This is just a little village. We're not a big metropolis, but we still should count.
For WTOL 11, I'm Christy Gerlette.
Now, we did reach out to the United States Postal Service for a comment, and USPS says it's working on opening a modular unit in Haskins, but a date for it has not been set yet.